again for another video with Story Time with Sherricka. Yes, these are the Caregiver Chronicles. And thank you for coming back. Thank you for everyone that has watched my videos. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting on these videos. Y'all really liking this, aren't y'all? I'm enjoying doing it. So today, okay, let me get the shirt. Y'all see the shirt? That's what I am. I don't care what nobody say about me. Super mom I am. Okay. So I want to, before I get into this story, we need to get into the face care routine. So I'm gonna give a close-up on this face. This lighting, I'm gonna tell y'all, this lighting is really, really good. Don't get it confused. This is not me like putting up some crazy light. This is the light of the bathroom, and it's pretty. So it makes this face look clear. It's not, y'all. I just want to show you this. Look at all of this. You see this? All these blemishes and bumps and stuff like that. Man, this face, look at this. Look at it up under there. So there is work to be done. I have been thinking also too about finding me another face wash. So, you know, we've been rolling with the acne face wash from Neutrogena, and we've been rolling with this for a minute, like I told y'all. But I am going to probably take y'all on the road with me because I am so thinking about looking for a new face wash. Before we go into it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do my face this morning. I'm gonna do the same routine that I've been doing because I want to kind of stick to the same thing. You'll get results, right? I messed up the game. I decided instead of doing that blue face mask, oh my God, y'all, I did this cucumber peel off. Now, Dollar Tree, I love y'all. This mask, so it wasn't bad. This mask was not bad, but I did not know that it was a peel off face mask. I didn't know that. So that morning, this was not a day to be doing it. First of all, if I was going to do something like this, I would do it at night. Like that morning, I didn't have enough time. And then, boy, do I have a story for y'all. I got a story for y'all. Because, and this is like some little family tea. Just a little bit. My mom gonna probably be like, girl. But this, like I said, hold that. Please don't judge me. Oh my gosh, where's my masks? Okay, it is dry now. All right, thank God I found these masks because I couldn't find them at first. Okay, I was like, who took my mask and moved them? So anyway, we're going to do the ginseng and jasmine, which I've introduced. I want to kind of give a little introduction on this story that I'm about to tell. So I know I told you guys about my first experience as a caregiver and almost got canceled before I could even get started, right? But I'm like, I ain't about to let that sway me. Guess what? I am going to do this because I said I was going to do it, right? So my next client ended up, well, I got to kind of tell you before what happened. So I have a long lost uncle, right? Long lost uncle, and I call him a long lost because he is nowhere to be found right now. He's doing good though. I think he is doing good, but he's not like hanging out with our family anymore. So we was kicking it with him real tough back in my high school days. Like my uncle was like lit. So when my mom, so you know, of course, when I started doing this kind of work, my mom was like setting me out. Like she's like, yeah, my daughter does this, my daughter does, and I'm like, okay, mom, look at you referring people to me. Okay, I like it. So I'm sure she told my uncle what I was doing. So of course, my uncle probably told his wife at the time what I was doing. So somehow, some way, they approached me with taking care of my uncle's ex-wife now, mother. And when I tell you, I was a little apprehensive at first. I'm like, ugh, taking care of, you know, family. And the mother lived right next door to my uncle and his wife. Okay, at that time. She lived right next door. But I still was a little eerie. You gotta really tread lightly when you do stuff with family. Even though family is great, and sometimes you know they got your back, but sometimes it get a little weird. And this is a prime example why. So like, let's get into this story. I'm about to put this mask on, and then I'm gonna get into this story. So look how they are. They're like really like soaking wet when they come out of those things. So they, you know, they call me and ask me if I would be interested in taking care of the mother-in-law, his mother-in-law. So I'm like, you know, sure, yeah. The only thing that was not so great about it was that it was on the west side. We live so far east, and this was like not so far west, but it was on the west side. So it was a little bit of a drive from where I was living. But I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, sure. Y'all, when I met her, the cutest thing ever. Like, when I tell you this woman had to be the sweetest. All right, you want to make sure that when you do these masks, you get them to completely, like, lay down. You want it to be nice and smooth so that, you know, all of the face is getting the benefits of this thing, right? Okay. And around the nose. I mean, you just want it to be completely covered. Okay, I think I got it good. All right, so my mask is on. What? Mask is on. My uncle's mother-in-law's house. And when I tell you, she was like the cutest thing ever. She was so sweet and little. If I could like pick her up and cradle her, I probably would have, because she was just that darn cute. So, I loved her to death. So I had quite a few hours with her. I want to say sometimes I spent the evenings with her, but more so it was like during the day I would go over there. I'm not sure whatever happened to like their other aide and why they decided to like, you know, pick me over the other aide. I'm not even sure how all of that unfolded, but I just know that they ended up asking me to do it, and I'm like, sure, you know, I'm just getting into this, but I'll do it. She needed minimal help. She was able to still walk and get around. I think I was definitely probably helping with like shower, cleaning the house, you know, wash dishes, making meals, that type of thing, making sure she took her medications. The daughter, you know, my uncle's ex-wife now, she was a nurse and was actually in school to be a nurse practitioner. She probably is a nurse practitioner or beyond, because she was so smart. I would like try to pick her brain whenever she would come over, because she came over, you know, quite often because she had to do meds, or she just came over to see how things was going. She wasn't like the most warm and fuzziest person, but when I would ask her questions and stuff, she would definitely try to answer them, and she would try to help me in any type of way. I wish that back then I would have got into nursing school before I talked myself out of it so many times. But anyway, she was really cool sometimes. But I knew she had another side to her, right? She had another side to her because, you know, her mom told me. And then, of course, there was some things that were going on with her and my uncle. But all I could do was just pray that it didn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I kept trying to, you know, think about. Every time that they would, I don't know, get mad at each other, I'm like, oh, I just hope she don't fire me. That's what I would think. I'm serious. Whenever there was like an issue. So I just try to kind of like stay out of the radar. I would just, you know, just take care of her and not be in their business, right? So I remember something happened, which I won't tell exactly what happened because I can't tell that story. But there was something that happened, and her and my uncle got into this huge fight. Now, for the first couple of days, it didn't affect me. It was like, oh, you know, they're in a fight, whatever. So, yeah, a couple of days later, I get a call saying, you know, that case gone. And I'm like, wait, what? No, come on. Me and her were like besties. That's how my clients are to me. Like, you know, after I tell you guys, like, my career, like, me and my clients were besties. There was no, you know, this is just a job. No, they became my family. They became my life. And that's probably what's wrong with me today is, you know, all my friends are gone because they either pass away or go into facilities or decline or whatever. They're all gone. Those are my like friends, you know. And I was so hurt when they reassigned me because of their fight. That was the first thing she had to think of. Let me get rid of her because I'm done with him, you know. And it was so jacked up because I loved her mom. So it was like sometimes where I would try to like sneak over there just so I could see her. And I would come over and I would come in and she'd be all, oh, I'm so glad you came, but please don't let her find you here. I used to be so scared because I would just go over there and just like, I have to see her. I have to see her, right? And it was scary because it's like, what if she sees me here? She'll probably call the police. Like this, you know, I just didn't know what she would do. But I'm telling you, that was my baby. Like, we used to watch movies together. We would come up with meals that we could, you know, we just did everything together. She was my sweetheart. She was my total sweetheart. I like loved her. And I was so hurt when her daughter decided to like let me go, all because of a breakup. It's like, come on. But I understand that you got to cut ties with pretty much the whole family. You know, you got to cut ties. But I just never thought in a million years that she would do that to me because I was sick with it. And that just goes to show you there's always a point to these stories, right? So whenever you're in any type of job, any type of business, you want to tread lightly. And I know I said this at the beginning of the video, but you need to tread very lightly when it's dealing with family because it can go great or it can go totally horrible. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Like you want to be secure in your business. That's why sometimes for me, it's better to do stuff with strangers, complete strangers, because it's like you have some type of issue with a person, it's because y'all created it. But sometimes with family, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna just do this because I know that's my good. You know, you don't want that when you're trying to get money and have a business or whatever it is. And that's what I didn't do. Like after her, I didn't take care of family members ever after that, except for my grandma, and that was my grandma. I mean, I did what I could for her for the little time that I had to do it, but I didn't do anything with family anymore because it was just like your heart gets broken like even faster when it's dealing with family because you're like, how can that person do that to me? You know? And no, she wasn't doing it to me. She wasn't doing it to me. I can honestly tell you that her issues were not with me. She was totally doing that to him because she knew that probably would just mess him up. So I know it was not personal. It was not me. I know that she thought I did a great job because she always told me that I did such an amazing job with her mom. She used to love the fact that, you know, we just had this bond that could not be broken. She knew that. And, you know, even sometimes my little cousin, she would bring her daughter over and we would watch she wasn't a baby, but we would watch the little girl while they were gone or whatever, because that was my family. And I was okay with it because I'm like, that's my cousin. Like, sure, she can come over here. Like, this isn't just a regular thing, you know. This isn't a regular client. And it's like, you sending your daughter over here for me to babysit? No, I'm an aide, not a babysitter. But it was my cousin, so I didn't care. But I was totally thrown off when that happened. And it just made me very sad. So, like, again, you have got to just watch it. Just watch it when it comes with family. You got to watch it. I'm going to take this mask off because I have probably been over my 5 minutes. And we'll be right back. I just rinsed it off a little bit. And now I need a towel. It's like unlimited towels in there. So yeah, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, I know I just kind of went around in a little circle, but it was kind of like patting, so I just patted it dry. And yeah, this is what we have. Face is feeling very soft, but what I'm going to do, because I have just been so intrigued with this product, and that's the Rada & Co. I've been using pretty much every day with my whole face routine. I'm just gonna apply some of this on here because it's that hyaluronic acid, and it just makes me feel like great, because right now I'm kind of dried off, even though the face still feels very, very soft. I want to put the moisture back. Ooh, just a little more than I normally do, but that's okay. I will spread it. I like to put this on there. It's so good. And I want to put my neck, you know, put some on my neck too, because I didn't really get to put the mask on my neck. You know, that neck area is important. So I'm just putting some more hydration back into my face. But yeah, so that was story time with Sherricka. Thank you for watching, and please come back again. I have so many stories to tell y'all. But that right there was just a little tip on working with family. And please like, subscribe, comment, laugh with me, joke with me. Tell me that these are stupid. Whatever you want to do, just give me something. A thumbs up, whatever. I will see you guys really soon. I have another story that I have to tell, and it's going to be good. So please come back. And yeah.